Who's starting it off?
Okay,
So,
my name is Jane,
Blake.
Sean.
Nice.
and on our field trip today, we went to Emterra, as you can see on the board here. So Emterra, just a quick brief of what it is a processing factory or plant, I guess, of recyclable materials.
It was founded in June 2013. They received.
That's when it was built.
That was nice.
Carry on.
Anyways, they received 45 to 50 tons a day.
Of recyclable material.
Correcto. Built with room to grow, as they hope to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Let me take over here. They can do 14 tons an hour. That's max out. We learned that they don't actually
Yeah. They don't
Go
achieve,
back.
yeah.
that full out.
That's because, yeah, they only get 45 to 50 tons a day, and then if they did 40 tons an hour, people would be working for very long.
70% is fiber.
And also the fibers, that's paper material, paper and cardboard material. I learned that today.
Yeah.
14% of recycled materials are found still in your household garbage bins. So
So the guy, Tim, who gave our tour, wants us to educate students on how to reduce that.
boom.
I would say that's the biggest takeaway from
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
That's like the main goal for us as teachers. This is what our goal should be. We want to reduce this 14%.
If we reduce this, then we can get more tons a day, which means they can go faster, which they can get more going kind of
Yeah, and then they can get more metric meters, because right now the Regina plant, they want to have essentially 1,200 metric meters a ton processed per month, but they don't. They only get 950. So if they decrease this, then they will.
And Tim said you can lower that number just by education,
Yeah.
Yeah,
teaching.
and also their efficiency rate in February was highest in Saskatchewan, or I guess recovery rate, whatever
Recovery
you
rate,
guys want to call it. 96% in Saskatchewan through the month of February due to their recirculation system.
Mhm.
Do you want to explain what the recirculation system is?
You got it.
Oh, okay. The recirculation system is just all the plastics and recyclable material that go through the system. The ones that don't get checked, they go back in through the system, or that they're missed, so then they can be picked up next time. So then that's how they got to be 96%
That was
efficient.
highest in Saskatchewan and damn
Potentially the or Western Canada.
near. Damn
Yeah.
near.
Another interesting fact that we found was the use of this technology. So they have a machine that detects what kinds of carbon what kinds of plastic each one is. So there's a scale of like 1 to 7 kinds. and just by a little UV, I think it's a UV light, or is it just a light?
It's
just like infrared light.
infrared
yeah,
light, yeah.
It's an infrared light, and it just checks it, and then it'll tell you if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7.
And the machine is called an optical sorter.
And each of them cost
Ooh.
$250,000.
That's true.
And there's what? 4 of them?
Yeah, there's 4 of them right in a
Four?
row.
They're not
Yeah.
that big, like,
Not-
they're like a little
Yeah.
box.
$250,000 right there.
That's pretty amazing. Should we tell them about the interesting fact about Korea? Or not? Or China, sorry.
Give her. Sounds like you want to talk about it.
Well, I just think it's interesting because like now China doesn't take plastics that are contaminated, so that makes it harder for us to recycle because lots of plastics have different kinds. Like it might have a 1, 2, 3 type of plastic, and it's not just a solid one. So now China won't take those plastics, and yeah, it makes it harder to recycle.
Correcto. Anything else? You
What
miss anything?
is this something? How about we'll talk about if this is something we'll teach to our students, or will we take our kids there?
Oh yes, they do. They do allow class
So
tours,
yeah.
right?
The Emterra plant that we went to, they take tours, and Lene set it all up. She just called in. But I think we were discussing, and it'd be better to take kids in smaller groups because it is a very kind of hectic area, and it's loud, and
It's pretty in tight,
like us 5 are pretty tight.
yeah,
So you wouldn't want much more than 5
yeah,
per thing, which makes it difficult.
yeah.
There was a lot going on, actually more than I thought.
Yeah.
You just
There was. It was super neat though, and we'll attach pictures at the end.
But fun fact, we saw a bunch of fiber bales getting built. Those were cool.
That was cool.
They were
Yep.
filling the whole factory pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
That was neat.
It'd be neat to make a fort out of those.
Get over the
I
fort.
think it'd be neat. Okay.
Anything else?
I think Lene will add a couple things and we'll go from there.
About our field trip to Emterra Environmental today. So Emterra is our recycling company that deals with all of the recycling that we put into our blue bins every week. Emterra's facility is located out at the Global Transportation Hub and was built in June of 2013. Their facility is big enough to hold 4,000 metric tons of recycling. And when it was built, they anticipated that they would be recycling about 1,500 metric tons of every month, but are currently only sitting at about 950 metric tons a month. This number changes on average depending on the holidays, such as Christmas, Easter, when people are purchasing more items with additional packaging. We learned a lot about items that people should not be recycling, such as clothing, shoes, car parts, dirty diapers, and yes, they've even come across dead animals, which was completely shocking. We learned that through studies done with the City of Regina that 14% of the material that is going into people's garbage bins is actually recyclable material. So that's 14% that people need to be educated on, that they could be actually putting into their blue bins and recycling instead. So as a future educator, this was really informative for me, and this is something that I want to make sure that my students, as well as myself, understand and know to fix so we can change our footprint on this earth.
I could literally watch this for hours because it's like
Selector.